one of you get an extinguisher in your hand? Alright, so what you see here, look at this. That's basically freezing the blower from the methanol evaporating inside the blower. Alright, so what we're looking at right here is a 427 small block Chevy with our 1071 blower, 2 alcohol prepped carburetors. This is one of our crate packages. We've got a science project going on to get some clean air in the room, and it's kind of neat. Alcohol's a different deal. We've got a specially calibrated O2 because this thing runs like 5:1 air-fuel ratio. So we've got a different air-fuel meter with a special NTK O2 sensor, which can read really rich. This can read down as low as into the 3:1 range. You can kind of see the monster. So this is the dyno with the actual 4-in-1 header. It's just kind of amazing to see the difference here of, you know, 1147 horsepower. Same thing, 16 pounds, but you know, big difference in the horsepower. Some interesting things about this is it's got a mechanical fuel pump, because this pump here, it flows like 6 gallons a minute, because on alcohol you run like double the amount of fuel. In this case it's even more than double. So we drive that mechanical fuel pump off the crankshaft itself, and then we've got, you know, competition manifold where it's got a burst panel built into the intake. There's no water next, so we end up cooling the heads. We end up cooling the heads. We have to drill the heads, and you know, that's our water outlet right there for both sides of the heads. There's something that's kind of neat on this regulator itself from Aeromotive here, is you got this is a dual regulated fuel regulator. So you have your main fuel pressure, but to not blow the needle and seat, there's a bleed built into the regulator, so we end up setting the pressure here at idle at a lower pressure. So you're looking at like 4 or 5 pounds of fuel pressure at idle, and then it goes up 6-7 pounds you know, once you actually get in the sucker. And you know, we've bolted this hat into this air conditioning duct running up to the roof, just because the dyno room gets dirty on these big blown motors and it starts eating its own air. So on this motor we wanted a good clean pull. Just made 1147 horsepower at 16 pounds of boost. Bitchin' overdriven idle sound, about as snappy as you're ever gonna hear. And we're gonna do something special today, is we're actually gonna run this thing with some Zoomies on it, which we baselined it with some headers so we could get an O2 reading, but we're gonna put these bad boys on there and make it rock in this dyno room. So you can see how we've modified this. So we have a range of 3.2 to 7.7 air fuel ratio, which is a lot of fuel. Got a nice full length pan, and we've got the new thing where we're doing billet front and rear caps. Fill it up one more time. We gotta put the electric water pump on. It don't matter with methanol, it's only 190 after that pull.
What did it make?
It made way less.
Less?
100 less.
With the Zoomies on. Wow.
Even less torque. Well, I knew we could make less torque, but I thought top end it would run away, you know?
Huh?
I thought on the top end it would run away, you know? But no. Zoomies for the loss. Zoomies for the win on excitement, though.
It looks awesome.
After that pull, did you see that?
For fuel?
Ran it with the Zoomies. It actually runs like with the Zoomies, but they're crazy. So 1,017 horsepower, 953 torque, 16 pounds of boost. Lost about 140 horse, but it's pretty crazy to look at. All right, so this is what happens when you run Zoomies in the room. Everything gets blown everywhere, man. Look at this. Insane. At least I could say we did it once. I don't know that we're gonna do it again, but that was pretty wild. The Zoomies. I wonder if it's